And continuing from where I left off, what is the essence of the traditional African planning style? And how does it contrast to the modern day city planning? Also, how does it affect the outcomes of modern city planning? Remember that we established that the singular thing that unites the African architecture is its support for the social dynamic of the African culture. So what role does the essence play in modern day city planning? The first important thing to note is the fact that the traditional African style supports and emphasizes the inward-facing culture, that is, the African culture that protects, that promotes relationship, that brings together, that thrives on community, while the contemporary planning style, a forward-facing planning style, which is often imported, supports individualism. So in essence, while the African culture emphasizes togetherness, emphasizes community, and thrives on the Ubuntu philosophy, the modern planning style thrives on individualism. And while the African culture naturally thrives on informality, this contemporary planning style is built on formality and even sometimes based on foreign methods and principles that do not align with what the African culture represents. And we can see this in how our planning laws, zoning, land use is being expressed. So let's take Lagos for example and look at how, apart from the number of floors that you are allowed or not allowed, everything else is the same. So irrespective of zoning, irrespective of density, the setback is the same. So what this has caused is a mismatch between expected planning outcomes and the lifestyle and realities of the residents. So it's no wonder there is low compliance to planning. No wonder there is high rate of spread of informality and slums. And we can keep going on. But the point is, one of the things that is fundamentally wrong with our city planning is this mismatch between the expected outcomes of city planning and the reality of the lifestyle, the history, the cultural heritage of the people. And having realized this is why I always advocate for a responsive city planning, planning that acknowledges, accommodates, and incorporates informality to achieve a balance between formal objectives and the informal lifestyle of the people. One that understands and plans for the people where they are without jeopardizing their hopes for where they could be. One that understands and incorporates the nuanced significance of the individual cultural heritage into planning without losing itself. And though this may be easier said than done, what this would entail is adjusting our zoning, planning, and land use to accommodate and fit the realities of the people, the realities of their income, the realities of informality, without necessarily throwing away the core principles of planning that guide it. So far, this outcome versus reality mismatch is because we have introduced and incorporated a forward-facing planning style in an inward-facing culture. And the earlier we acknowledge and revert to accommodating the essence of this culture, the earlier we would be on the journey to restoring our city planning to one that works for its people. I hope this helps.